It's not often I get excited and get to talk about a new game, let alone a new studio. Most games these days are either sequels or remasters. Not that those are bad. More of something good is still good. But let's talk about something new. A brand new studio, Midwinter Entertainment, and their new game, Scavengers.
I think games have the ability to bring us together and bind us, and that's really powerful.
Midwinter is a Seattle-based independent game development studio. It's made up of about 17 people, a mix of engineers, animators, artists, and more, many of which are industry vets. Some of their talent has worked on critically acclaimed games such as the Halo series, the Battlefield series, Star Wars Battlefront, Call of Duty, and of course, most importantly, Farmville 2. They have many different values, some of which are play around, stick together, be kind, work scrappy, and pitch in. And all around, they sound like an awesome studio. They say themselves that we build genre-defining games set in immersive worlds that bring shared adventures to millions of players. Already, this sounds awesome. Genre-defining games, meaning they're not trying to do anything that other companies have done, and if they are, they're trying to define that genre and make it awesome. Set in immersive worlds, so it's definitely not going to be, a game that has no story or no lore behind it. These games that they're going to work on are going to be rich of story and just gorgeous worlds, so the art, I'm hoping, is going to be awesome. And of course, bringing shared experiences to millions of players, that's big. That means they're really aiming for a big player base, and we know that probably means we're looking at something that's going to be multiplayer. Now, whether that's co-op or, PvP, we'll just have to wait and see. We believe community is born in the face of adversity, by solving difficult problems together. We strive to create meaningful connections by designing experiences that demand co-participation. We currently are hard at work on our first game, Scavengers. Now guys, this is also really awesome to hear. We believe community is born in the face of adversity by solving difficult problems together. To me, that sounds like a co-op game. But let's go ahead and dive into their new game, Scavengers. Scavengers is a multiplayer co-opetition game. Now, they say that means the mix of PvE and PvP. And they said that one of the things they're really concerned about is balance. They want to make sure that this game is balanced through and through. Now, interestingly enough, actually the head of the studio mentions Halo 5's Warzone. Now, this is as far as I understand, a PvP and PvE game mode that apparently is, received fairly well, but was never as great as they wanted it to be because they were limited by resources. But we'll get to that in a minute. With limited resources, your team works together to complete objectives and scour a hostile world for improved gear, weapons, and tools in a limited amount of time. Now, this is something that's really interesting. In a limited amount of time, you and your team are going to go out to complete objectives to basically get better loot, is what it sounds like to me. Now, already, this kind of sounds like a mix of, kind of a classic RPG, or maybe like a shooter RPG like Destiny or The Division, but has some aspects of this limited amount of time, like for example, maybe, Fortnite or PUBG. So that's really interesting. I wonder if this game is going to be something similar to the Battle Royale genre, but at the same time having this RPG mechanics that I love so much in a game like Destiny or The Division. Starting players appear somewhat reluctant or tentative, but gain poise, confidence, and leadership in their journey towards adulthood, unraveling the mysteries of the world they find themselves in. Now, I honestly have no idea what that means. I mean, there are different pieces that I can pull apart. It sounds like they're saying when a player first jumps into their game, they're probably really vulnerable, they're not 100% sure what to do, and so they have to figure out what their objectives are maybe, and obviously they want to level up. And as they're leveling up and gaining loot or, just figuring out the rest of the game world or the game mechanics, they start to feel more confident in that, which probably has something to do with the PvP aspect. There's probably a lot of PvE in the beginning, less and less, and then there's a PvP thing at the end or maybe during the game itself, but who honestly really knows? Now, one thing that I think is really interesting about Midwinter Entertainment is that they talk about a new technology called Spatial OS. Now, this is something that, it's a technology basically saying that You can utilize multiple servers to have a larger, more in-depth game world with better AI and more involved. Now, Warzone, again, from Halo 5, apparently was a really, really large map, apparently 4 times bigger than the average Halo map, and it had PvE and PvP involved, so they had AI-controlled enemies that you were fighting along with other people, so it still was PvP. So I think we can probably take a look at Halo 5's Warzone mode to kind of get an understanding of what this game might be like to some degree, but remember, this is supposed to be a genre-defining game. It seems like it's supposed to be in this post-apocalyptic world, or at least it's a snowy world. You guys can probably see all this art here. It looks gorgeous. This game is really, really intriguing. Either way, guys, I just wanted to go ahead, chat with you guys a little bit about this game. Midwinter and Scavengers is something that I'm going to pay a lot of close attention to. I'm really excited when I see a new studio, and I just want to jump into it and learn more. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you excited for this game? What do you think this game is going to be about? And are you excited about Midwinter Studios in general, or Midwinter Entertainment? I'm really, really excited to learn more about them and what they're doing and follow the process. Guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe, and of course, I'll see you online, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.